everyone. I'm Dan Harding, editor of Power Motor Yacht Magazine. We're here with America's favorite loopers. We got Tom and Kate, who profiled in the issue a couple months back. And just wanted to catch up and see how the trip was going so far.
We're having a great time. We started a trip going up to Montreal. We came down the St. Lawrence River into the Great Lakes. Spent a couple weeks in Toronto and Chicago, and now we're making our way down the Mississippi River. Currently we're in Kentucky Lake.
So we got a lot of people been following your blog ever since the story hit,
yes.
And that's firstmatekate.com.
Exactly.
Maybe just hit a couple of the highlights. I mean, there's been groundings and beautiful scenery. I mean, just
yes.
a couple of the standout memories. It sounds like a full adventure.
There was a grounding pretty early on, 2 weeks in maybe.
People had told us, if you're doing a great loop, you're gonna ground. And I thought to myself, maybe they will ground, but not me.
Oh no.
Right away, 2 weeks in, there was a missing channel marker in Long Island, right by Fire Island in Long Island, and wow, we were on the ground very soon, thankfully. No issues with the engines, no issues with the pods, a couple bent props, and we were back on our way the very next day.
Excellent.
And then 3 days later, we saw a whale.
3 days later, we went out to Montauk, and on our way back down, we saw a humpback whale. I think it was a humpback whale, and we got to cruise with the humpback whale for about an hour. We took a video of it.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So any other standout destinations? I mean, you guys stopped at some pretty awesome spots.
Montreal was my favorite, just because of the culture. It's like, felt like we were in Paris. So that was my favorite port so far.
It's like going to Paris without being in Paris. It was really amazing. And then as we made our way south from Montreal, Thousand Islands, people had said some pretty incredible stuff about the Thousand Islands, and they were right. It was beautiful.
So, I mean, one of the things that really seemed to strike a chord with at least the Power Motor Yacht readers and maybe the followers of your blog was kind of your approach and mentality going for it. I mean, you guys are younger generation boaters, and just this kind of mentality of go now is, how has that been received out on the loop?
We are definitely some of the younger people, obviously, but it's been fun, and I feel like people do embrace it. Like, they are always interested. Like, every couple almost says, how are you doing the loop? How old are you guys? But it's been fun to like meet so many different people.
And the stories about the Power Motor Yacht readers has been almost unbelievable. Everywhere we go, they're like, you guys were in Power Motor Yacht. You guys are.
It happens. It happens.
Or in Power Motor Yacht.
That's funny because I haven't signed a single magazine ever. So congratulations. That's unbelievable.
We met some great friends in Chicago that had read the article. They offered to take us out and show us Chicago, and the nicest people ever.
Yes.
No kidding.
And just cool. Power and Motor Yacht, random readers took us under their wing in Chicago and invited us out almost everywhere they went for those 2 weeks, and I think they will be lifelong friends.
Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah, it's a pretty passionate tribe out there.
Definitely.
You had a lot of choices in the boats that you could have picked for it, and now that you are halfway through, if you could just remind us, why did you end up picking Bavaria, and how are you happy with that choice, and how the boat's been performing?
Absolutely. So we had a couple things we were looking for. Layout was important to us. We wanted a sun pad on the back, 3 bedrooms, which is really nice. So we got 3 bedrooms in what is a very small boat for 3 bedrooms, being 45-foot boat. Very important to us was the Volvo system. Volvo IPS was very important to us. We knew we were going to do a big trip, so we wanted to make sure that we maximized our fuel efficiency, and also from time to time Kate drives the boat, and that the IPS joystick makes it a lot more comfortable for her to navigate the boat while we're pulling in to different docks and while we're docking. What were some of the other things? The hydraulic swim platform, which came standard, which was very important to us. We like to kind of get in the water, play around when we're finally anchored off, and those were kind of the main things.
Just to remind people, it's a 44 coupe, I believe, and
That's right. Yeah, and I think they just think it's been renamed the 45 coupe. But the one we bought, yes, the one we bought was the 44 coupe. Now the 45. Yep.
Okay, fair enough. And boat's been running well. I mean, you guys you're happy with how it's handled?
It's unbelievable. It's been going very well. So people had told us Lake Michigan was a tough lake. We came down and we took some pretty rough beatings. We went from 2-foot seas to 3-foot seas to 4-foot seas to, oh my God, what are we doing?
Yeah.
To looking at each other, should we turn back? And the boat did very well. We pulled in, no issues, absolutely outstanding. Like I said, we did ground the boat ourselves. We had thought that there was going to be a lot more damage. You look at the hull, not a scratch on the hull, no damage at all to the pods, just a couple bends on the prop, and I can't believe how robust the whole system is.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, is there anything else you want readers to know about you and this adventure as they follow you guys along?
Well, yeah, we'll be going down and going down to Mississippi and doing as much as the Caribbean as the insurance companies will let us do. We recently found out that it's that it's not something they necessarily do, insuring you going as far south as they want, but we're gonna try and do as much as we want, and anybody that wants to meet up and it happens to be down in the islands, want to catch some docktails, Kate and I are always up for it. And the P&Y readers we have found have been among the nicest we have ever met, and the outpouring of support for the trip, and hey, you're going to be in my area at this time, can you call us while you're here, you can use our dock, you can do this, you can do that.
Amazing. Like, I've not gotten one dock invitation all these years, again, but that's okay, guys. Anytime, you know how to reach me.
Kate's got a way. Kate's got a way. Somehow I mean, the amount of people that have contacted us.
What are you saying here, Tom? I don't.
Well, I'll say, I've never gotten out of a traffic ticket, but Kate's gotten out of all of hers, so I will say that.
Okay. No, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, you guys can continue following along with the adventures at firstmatekate.com.
You got it.
And pnymag.com. We'll continue to post updates and keep an eye on this adventure.
Great.
Good luck,
Absolutely.
Thanks.
guys. Good luck.
Yep.
Thanks, Tom.
Got it.